Hi. Ma'am, do you have 5 minutes for a quick interview?
Huh?
Do you have 5 minutes for a quick interview?
Yeah.
You do? Okay. Can I record you and live stream too?
Sure.
Do you want, let me tell you what you're getting into. What I do is just have like a 5-minute talk with anyone that walks by to see what they believe and why.
What they believe in?
Yeah, like with regards to like supernatural stuff or like gods or that type of stuff. Do you want to give it a shot? You want to talk about it?
Yeah, I could try.
Okay. There's really no right or wrong answer.
Okay.
Can I have your first name?
Vanessa?
How do you spell it?
V-A-N-E-S-A.
One S.
2 S's.
Oh, sorry. You were watching me right. Okay. Nice to meet you. I'm Anthony.
Nice to meet you.
What are you studying here?
Nursing?
Cool. I didn't know they had a nursing program here.
No, it's pre-nursing. Like you do your basics here, and then you could transfer into the UT Health Science Center.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to take a test and everything to get in.
How many years do you go here and then?
2 and 2.
2 here and then 2 like Incarnate Word or something?
Well, I can either transfer to Incarnate Word or transfer to UT Health Science Center.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. Nurses are in high demand, from my understanding. That's good.
You're always gonna have a job with them too.
That's my understanding of it. Yeah, that's cool. Have you ever thought about why you hold a specific deeply held belief? Can we like spend just 5 minutes sort of unpacking the reasons why you hold it?
I guess ever since I grew up, they told me I was Catholic, so that's just my belief. I grew up with it since I was little, so.
You grew up with Catholicism?
With Catholic.
Catholic?
Yeah. I've tried Christian churches and everything, but I'm always gonna be Catholic. That's just what I was baptized in a Catholic church and everything.
Okay.
I did my first communion there as well.
Did you get confirmed in the church too?
No, I had to do my confirmation.
You still have to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it fair to say that Jesus is the God that you believe in?
I think he is.
Okay. Can we get an idea of how sure you are that Jesus exists? And I want to propose like a belief scale. 0 is I'm not confident at all that Jesus exists, and it's all doubt. And then 100% is the opposite. It would be I'm absolutely sure that Jesus exists, and there's no doubt.
I'm absolutely sure that Jesus exists, and there's no doubt.
Are you saying you're at the 100? Wow.
All you have to, I feel like if you just pray and you talk to him, he does answer your prayers.
Are answered prayers the main reason why you're so confident that the God exists? Okay. Do you have a really good example of a time that you don't have to get too detailed, because I know that sometimes it's personal, but can you think of a really vivid example where you prayed to Jesus and then it was answered, and then that made you certain to the 100% mark that the God is real?
There was a time that I was going through a rough time, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to feel. I was just lost, and my mom was just just pray and God answer your prayers. And I did, and I prayed to him, and then a couple of weeks later I was better. I felt better. I felt I had no really worries to worry about. It was weird. It was crazy. And I've been on retreats too already, so.
Oh. So if I understand correctly, you're saying that there was a period of your life where you felt lost, and your mother suggested praying, and you prayed, and then you no longer feel lost?
Because my mom, she's been on retreats as well, and she's done all that, and she's believed highly of God as well, we all do in our family, and she's prayed, she's gone through a divorce and everything. She didn't know what to do, and she went to church and everything. She would just pray and pray and pray, to give her the strength to go through with it, and it worked. Now she's happier, she's stronger than ever, and she found a better man as well. So
that's fascinating. With regards to you though, Vanessa, how do you know that it was Jesus that responded to your prayers and helped you from being lost?
Because he was the one I called out for.
Okay. If you were raised in a household that told you that Allah was the one true God, and you read the Quran, and then you went to all these different retreats and you were taught about Allah, and your mother suggested You know what, Vanessa, I know that you feel lost, but if you call out to Allah and you're sincere in it, He will answer your prayers. If you were raised in that environment and you found yourself reaching out to a completely different God, do you think that your prayers would have been answered and you would no longer be lost?
I feel like that, yeah, I feel so, because it's what you're, like, since you're a baby, you're raised, like, to be that way and to think that way, and then all of a sudden when you're older, you have someone telling you something different. You're still gonna believe what you believe because you grew up with it all your life.
You really believe this belief because you grew up with it your whole life?
That's the only thing I was taught. Like, I wasn't taught about, like, another world or anything like that. I was just taught that if we were to pass away, we either go to heaven or hell.
Yet, if you were taught, if you happen to be raised in a household that believed in Allah all across the board, like they were 100% sure that Allah was the one true God. They have a baby, it's you, you're born, and you're taught to believe that Allah is the one true God. Would you be 100% convinced that a completely different God was working in your life? No?
No. Because it's what I grew up with. That's always going to be in my mind. Like, it's Jesus that helps us. It's Jesus that answers our prayers. It's Jesus is the one we go to for things that when we don't know what to do.
I see. We just hit our 5. Do you have like 2 more minutes? Are you in a hurry?
Yeah, I have 2 more minutes.
Okay. When you look back on your life being raised with your parents or your mom, was everything that they taught you as a child correct, accurate, true?
I mean, they've taught me about Jesus, and when I went to church and I did my communion and I did a retreat, like, it was basically what they were teaching me, like the prayer, the Other Father.
I'm just talking about not even religious stuff, like what political party was the best, or what the best sports team was, or the way that you should wear your hair, or the music that you should be listening to. Have you ever looked back and said, you know, I was taught something, but it really wasn't accurate, it wasn't true?
I don't really remember, like, that I was... I guess as you grow up, you change, like, your ways, like, of your way you dress, the way you do your hair, like, when I was little, I always had pigtails or something. My mom was always doing my hair. I wasn't doing it, but as I grew older, I do my hair, so it's, like, way different style than what I do now.
Sure.
So it's just, like...
Is it possible to be raised and taught something that's not true?
Yes.
Okay. Is it possible that you were raised and taught this God belief, and it may not necessarily be true?
Maybe. But it's the only thing I've known my whole life.
If there's a slight chance that what you've been taught is not true, I'm not saying that it is not true, but if there's a possibility that what you were taught maybe isn't true, should a person really be 100% confident in their belief?
Are you going to be a part just tomorrow? Okay, go ahead and let them know, like the other officers, about
Thank you very much.
Just
Thank
let
you.
them know that something like that's
Can I give you a card?
Yes, yeah.
Did you want to keep talking?
I have to go to class.
That's got my email on it if you want to talk some more.
Okay, thank you.
I appreciate it. Bye-bye.